Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon as PadfootTD Games. Oh god, this freaking air traffic controls drive me nuts. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim, everybody. And we are in career mode. We are once again flying for FedEx. We are using PMDG's 737-700 Cargo Edition. Unfortunately, there's still an issue with this. Let's take a walk over here. Go past the nose cone. Come on over. The main cargo door, when I first got the plane opened, it has ceased to open since. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But it's still, I know it's something that they're going to be working on. But I figure we'll do our pre-trek. We are up here in Anchorage. We flew from Homer to Anchorage last time in the Cessna. And now we're going to take a 737 back down to the continental United States. It's a 5.5-hour flight down to Riverside in California. It's right outside of Los Angeles. I wanted to do San Francisco, but they actually would not give me that flight plan. So unfortunately, that's where we stand at this point. But just kind of doing our check. Again, this is one of the most beautiful aircrafts that I've ever seen. One of the most fun to fly. I can gush and gush and gush about it. APU is running, as you can see, looking good. We're going to be traveling at 32,000 feet today. It should be a pretty calm flight. As you can see, we've got snow and cold up here in Anchorage, and I figured we'll come back in the summer months to do a couple more bush flights around here. Let's get back to the continental United States, and let's actually get on to the MD-11. But 737 was first for us, so we're gonna go up the stairs. Don't trip. Pulling a Biden here. Kind of come in. I can actually peek back here in the cargo. When the door works, you can actually load and unload cargo, and it is animated of it being loaded, and you will actually have an empty cargo bay if you were to empty it. But then obviously right up here into the cockpit. But we seem good. I'm actually going to jump in. I have already done all of my pre-flight. FMC is programmed. We already got the okay from air traffic control for our IFR. The only thing I forgot to do is that. That's good. Everything else looks fine. Everything's lined up. I checked our flight plan. We are good. So just need to set this to 32,000 feet. Everything looks good. We are probably going to need some de-icing, but we'll deal with that once we're there. All pre-flight checks are complete. So what we can actually do now is make you short. I'm just going to come over here to the menu, open up here, open up doors. I'm going to close the front left. And let's see, where are you? I'm going to release the stairs. They will back off. Fantastic. I'm just going to double check that the fuel didn't stay last time. We do have it tippy-top filled because it's actually going to take a quick jump from Riverside to LA once we're down there, which is plenty for that to be able to do that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to come in here and we're going to be ready for pushback. Also, if you want me to do a how to set up the PMDG 737-700, let me know. There are billions of those videos out there, so I'm not like, oh my god, we have to do it. But hey, if you want to see me do it, I would be more than happy to do so. Let's see, let's request taxi. We're going to be heading off of 33, and we'll be landing. Oh gosh, I can't even remember where we'll be landing. 35? ILS regardless, but that's going to give us our okay. Okay, just seeing which way they want us to go. Gave our acknowledgement to air traffic, well, to the tower. Gonna head in. I was just there. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna come in. We're gonna do standard L, nose to the right. We're gonna select the tug.
Cockpit to ground.
And we're gonna give them a request. Cockpit to ground.
We've been cleared for pushback.
We've been cleared for pushback, and we're gonna want the tail to our left. Nice and easy, nice and good.
Roger that. Ready for pushback. Tail to the left.
We'll hit
Parking brake, please.
stop when we can, and I will release the parking brake, which I can actually do. It used to work before, so I gotta figure out the routing.
Brakes released.
There we go. It's like certain switches and certain buttons are working. Some aren't. I've got to check out their patch. Nope. That's down. That's there. So, as you can see, they come with their own little pushback tug. And we are good to start engines. So, I'm going to start with engine 2. Packs are off. I'm going to watch that climb. Hope you guys are having a good day, though. I am. I know it's going to be a long flight, so I figured I'm going to get it up to the air, have dinner with Danielle, watch some YouTube, and then I'll be able to land it before I go to bed. That's the plan. 21. Add fuel to engine number 2. As we push back, everything's looking dandy. I can actually go back to my legs menu, back to here, making sure V1 is there. That hasn't changed. We haven't changed any of our weights, so we're good with that. Gear is set. Man, you guys are taking your sweet-ass time getting us all the way back. Beautiful.
Pushback complete. Parking brake set.
Okay. This time the button
Brake
worked.
set.
Lights aren't still working. That's interesting. Alright, brakes are set. Start of engine 2. Turn that one to continuous.
Alright, steering pin is disconnected.
Beacon is
Watch for
on.
signal
I'm going to
release
turn on
impacts the
taxi
left
light
hand
now
flight.
and runway turn-offs just because I don't want to forget. And we're going to switch over to Gen 2 everywhere. There's that. That should be climbing. Whoop. Give fuel to engine number 2. Flaps to 5. RTO for the gear. While that's finishing, just want to check. Want to check down here. Everything's good. Tara, good.
Anchorage ground, Delta 2806 taxi to the gate. Delta 2806 taxi to gate November 8 via taxiway Charlie Cross runway 25 right,
Rudder.
Charlie Kilo Echo Echo Tree.
Good. Back to engine. Actually, I like that. Let's do that.
Taxiing to gate November 8 using taxiway Charlie Cross
Generators
runway 25
on,
right,
APUs
Charlie Kilo
off.
Echo Echo Tree Delta 2806.
Packs are back on because I always forget to do that.
Delta 2806. Full
Yeah,
position
dampers
caution for
on.
departing generic.
Alright, we are all set to taxi. It's going to be a long walk for us today.
Hold position Delta 2806.
There we go. One thing that is very nice about the 737, let's give it a little gas here. 737 is much easier to keep at a good speed. I'm actually only going to use one engine here. We do have a long flight, so I want to make sure we've got plenty of fuel. Save the company money, saves us money, and good from there. Speaking of company, brakes. Hold position. Always forget, man. Always forget. Because I don't ever want to start too early, because then I'm going to run out my clock. Connected. Start session. Gear down. 9. Bon voyage. Safe flight. All right. Now we go. And again, I'm hoping for a much better landing than when we were in our Cessna last time. It's actually funny. I did try to record this episode already, and it went catastrophically wrong because I didn't update the 737 because I haven't had to. And that finally caught up to me because like certain things weren't working. A lot of stuff was buggy and just it felt like it was falling apart, and it was because it wasn't updated in with the most recent update to the game. It just wasn't compatible any longer, so we had to get ourselves up to date, and it seems to be doing well already. And I'm excited to get back to the mainland just because pretty much the closest flight from Alaska to get out is 5 hours, which I don't mind long-haul flights. but specifically with the MD-11, I want to try a couple shorter ones until I can really get down the ILS, the excuse me, the actual ILS landing. I want to be able to do that, so we will see how that goes. But it'll be nice to be down, and I kind of want to fly back up to New England to enjoy the winter. So we'll probably make our way up to Bradley. We'll probably make our way to Boston. May make our way up even to Canada. We'll be able to do our first international flight. So that'll be really nice. And one of the things that I've done was switch over to cargo. I'm not exactly sure why. I was just happier. Let's get ourselves down and we'll get ourselves lined up for departure. All right. So we are all set for takeoff here. It's not this little runway here in front of us. We're actually parked on 15 right now, which is not in use. We're going to be using 33 to get ourselves out of here. So landing lights are on. Everything is all set. Good, 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 and happy. Let's get ourselves out of here and on to a little bit warmer weather as we head to Southern California. Get myself set up here in my chair. There she be. A little pressure on the nose once we get ourselves lined up here. Just gonna get it up to about 50. Checking. Stable. Okay. Hands still on the throttle.
80 knots.
80. 100.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Ooh, you are heavy today.
Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate of climb. Gear up. And just to be able to get us through the mountains, we are going to
FedEx 6953, contact
grab
Anchorage
autopilot
Alaska
while we can.
118.6. Good day. FedEx 6953, Anchorage departure altimeter 29.19.
Over 1,000 feet, flaps up. Auto throttle is there. Beautiful. Looking good. A little bit sharp on the bank here, but we are flying cargo, so I guess it's way sharp on the bank. Let's get that down. Alright, flaps in transition. You did tell me that we had an FMC message, but you're cleared, so I guess I'm not worried about you. Up and around and off we go. We have a very long flight today. Bye, Alaska. You were beautiful. Off we go. And let's actually bring you down. We are very heavy. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it for now. Yes. Level change the same. Be a little wonky, but that's fine. Off we go, everybody. Too heavy. Let's take that one look around really quick. Let's see. Like, where did the camera leave us? Wow, this is nice. Something like that. Let's pop back in. Let's see how we're doing. Still doing iffy on speed. I know she's heavy, but let's bring it down. So I'm more worried about speed dropping than anything else. Drop it down. Drop that nose down.
Anchorage Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound on the
Just make it happier. That's all. That's good. Everything looks good and solid. We're almost up at 10,000 feet, but look at this. This is my favorite part about flying around Alaska, by the way. I love mountains. So, makes me feel at home.
FedEx 6905 tree. Contact Anchorage Center
RTO
on
can go out.
133.7.
Flaps is 100% all the way up.
Good day.
That's set. That's set. That's all looking good.
FedEx 6905 tree Anchorage Center altimeter 29er decimal.
Kind of monitoring
19er.
everything that's
Continue to
up
exit as
here.
planned.
And speed is climbing, so I'm good on that. Really, it's just going to be watching for ice. We're at 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off. Runway turn-off lights are off, and so are taxi lights. As we fly through some clouds and have a beautiful day here.
FedEx 6905 tree contact Anchorage departure on 118 decimal 6. Good day.
Beautiful. Ooh. Gonna be a little bumpy ride as we head down. It's pretty much a straight shot too, by the way, for us all the way down there. So at this point, we're gonna be climbing to 14,000 feet, and then we'll be heading ourselves off towards California. So it's gonna be a little windy of a ride. I can see us bobbing there. So hopefully we can get up and above some of the winds over here over the mountains as winter comes in. And I know that there is a storm off this way. It's pretty far off that way, but you never know how much that can kind of whip through. So we'll see you guys when we get closer to final height. Yeah, top of ascent at our cruising altitude. I should go lay down. That's what I should do. See you guys in a bit. All right, as we are passing through 22,000 feet, I just had to take this in again because at the very beginning, we were so close that everything was white capped. Now we're close enough away where it kind of throws it in a cache of, like, oh, it's something in the distance. You can see it. This actually looks better because, especially the mountaintops, they're not all white. So this looks great. Cloud coverage looks amazing. It is amazing on how beautiful this game can. Ooh, where are we going? Can be. When it can be. Sit back down. But right now we're climbing to our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet. And, whoops. Always forget to set the clock. Always forget. So, clock's running. Top climb's going to be up here in about 30 miles or so. So yeah, we'll see you guys when we're there. Hello everybody! Welcome to your top of climb. We're here at a rocketing 32,000 feet and starting to get our speed up a little bit to get our way down to California. I'm going to check in periodically if we see anything beautiful, but I think it's going to be one of those kind of sit back and just enjoy the view, watch as the sun sets over there on the horizon. And like I said, we've got a long one. Hi, sweet pie. We've got a long one to go. Even before we get to our next waypoint, because it is a pretty straight shot that we are taking, is 2,026 nautical miles. So we've got a long time here in the air. So I'm going to let you go. I will see you all in a bit. I'm just adjusting the speed here. Yeah, let's do it at 0.76. That'll be fine by me. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, sun has set. Well, is setting. Wow, look at that. Let's actually get a view from that outside. Man, does it look good, and this is still just such a beautiful aircraft. A lot of fun to fly. I think I've got to be over Washington. Now I don't know. Because again, that's like a pretty predominant peak, but it's the only one around. Washington's got a couple, so I don't really know where I am. But it is beautiful nonetheless. I can grab a screenshot of that. No idea what I'm going to use yet. Oops. There we go. But, yeah, I figured I would check in. We've got 555 miles to go. Wait, you actually show me top of descent now? That's interesting. That's new. Big fan of that. But we still have like 553 miles, so we still have quite a way to go, but we have made some great headway in this journey. Is that a plane? Or is that just the... Oh, it could be a cloud. I'm pretty sure it's a plane. People seem to be moving. I don't know. Maybe it's a UFO. I know that there are UFOs in the flight sim. People seem to find them all the time. But, like I said, we got a bit. Sit back and enjoy the rest of your flight. We'll see you later. Alright, so we've just passed our top of descent. We actually already have it programmed in here. Gonna hit level change, and that should start dropping us down. I'm gonna make sure that we monitor speed on the way down as well. Let's get everything in here set for our approach. We're gonna do 40 flaps, which is gonna give us a speed of 133. Glide slope is on. Let's double check that ILS is 110.10 at 315. That is correct. So that's already in there, which is great, and I think that'll do it for us. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on, as it were. Gonna keep on following the legs to get us down to the correct altitude. I want us at 250 there, so let's actually switch that over. Let's switch down to... we're actually a little ahead of schedule. We'll switch down to 250. So I'll slow us down and I'll start getting us down. But to kind of look at the rest of the flight plan, we just make this really big arc and then we'll be coming in. So that's pretty good. I'm actually going to put on the speed brake now to get us slowed down. I'm actually going to turn this to... I'm actually going to turn it to max because I haven't been here before, so I just want to make sure that we're good. I need to get us slowed down so I can get us to continue. I actually want to do vertical speed, so let's drop, because it'll let me drop and do the speed brake at the same time. So I'm going to check that out. We can actually drop that a little bit more. That'll do it. Perfect. Alright, so now we just sit back and relax. And get ready to land after putting way too much time into this. And I think I see that Beast is in Danielle's lap. Oh, he's in punishment? What did he do? Oh, he ran away from you, so he's in punishment for that. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You should have done that, Beast. He's giving me a look like, please, for the love of God, help me, and I don't care. Alright, beautiful descent. It was actually a beautiful flight. We were rocky here and there. I see you. But overall, a very good flight, very comfortable one all the way down here. And one of my biggest things that's going to be excited to watch is this is the longest flight that we've done while recording a video. So I actually am excited to see kind of like how is the frame rate, how does it all look as we get ready to start making turns here. Oh, shut up. I really gotta turn that off. I want to turn a lot of this down. Beautiful. And we're going to be getting ready to do a turn here soon. Hey, sweetie, can you do me a favor? Actually, I'll do it because I realize you can't reach.
Southwest 2457 traffic in sight.
Oh. Night landing requires night lighting. It's 9:05 right now, so it is rather dark here. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you. I can see the screen now. Oh, shut your face. Ugh, you're such a pain. Alright, so we're going to be going down to 21,600. Let's actually look here. You should tell us ahead of time. I'm actually going to release the speed brake a bit. Let's look up the ads for Riverdale? Riverside. Riverside? Riverdale. Riverside. I said Riverdale earlier. That's my mistake. Looks like we're at 30.09 right now, but I'm going to let those do those. And I'm looking here. That's looking good. What's the next page look like? I want to get us down to 6,000 feet next. So that's what we're going to work on. Once we hit trim, we're going to drop down to 6,000 feet so that we can hit it at Kembo, which should be right over here. Let me actually see. Where is on our document? Kembo is actually right before 3,600. So we actually might need to drop down to 3,600. So we'll see actually what we got, because 3,600, that's the intercept here on Degny, I believe. I'm going to pop that in. I'm going to say we should be starting our turn here momentarily. There it is.
FedEx 6905 tree. Please expedite your climb. Flight level tree 20.
Man, I gotta really turn that off.
Los Angeles Center. Continue to ANJLL as planned. FedEx
Thank you.
6905 tree descend and maintain
But really,
flight
at this
level
point, you can just stop
190.
talking. Alright, so we're here. Let's drop down to 3,600. Down on vertical speed. Let's get that going. Do I even have that on the radar? Of where that's going to pop in? A little bit of speed brake. Yep, you know what? I'm actually okay with... I'm okay with that. It is fairly close,
Traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level
but I'm okay with that.
60 generic. Report them in sight.
A little bit more drag going on.
Traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight.
You haven't given us any information yet. You're just giving us different locations. And again, we're so close to LA, which is, if I'm correctly remembering, over here. Let's actually pop outside really quick. Whoa. Oh, I know this. I know this area. Those are the windmills from LA. Yeah, LA's right over there. That I actually remember. Alright. Yep, that's looking good. I actually might even drop down even more. I'm going to switch us out, and I'm going to put us on what I have here on the ad, which is 30.09. Which is about there. Seeing what that's going to change. Changes a smidge, so I'm going to drop us down 2 more to 2,700. Really watch the drag as we go through. We do have a decel up here, right? And we did, but I think it's because I already dropped. Let's see. Kratz is next. By Hayu, they want us at 240. So we still got some time. We're good. We're good. I'm not actually super worried about it. It's actually to the point where put us at 10,000. Yeah. Yep. Happy with that. Put us at 2,000. And yeah. Because what would be at Cassett? It would be at... So at Cassett, we'll drop down to 3600. Just to be ready. A little bit more drag. We can actually lay that out a little bit more now. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautifully coming in here. Happy to be in California, out of the snow for a little while until we fly back to New England, which is what I would like to do. I did have somebody ask, because I was talking to somebody about this flight, you know, where's next? I don't know. Depends where FedEx sends me, really. Not exactly sure where I want to go next. They'll ask, but I think I'd like to get back to Newark and do the East Coast kind of thing. Again, I was having a lot of fun with that. So I want to continue to have that kind of fun. I can actually pop that back up. Actually, kind of looking here, that's a really rapid decline in speed here, so we'll try to hit that. I mean, again, speed brake and flap will do a magical thing, but there's only so much it can actually do. But yeah, been a good flight. I know it's a little cut up. That was one of the things that I was thinking about. You know, I actually liked when I did the MD-11 of, you know, it being a full flight, but that was because it was really short. And again, an hour plus that's a long time. It's a long time to listen to my face. It's a long time for me to talk of my face. So, I can actually take off that speed brake for now. Just trying to be conscious of that. Let's actually get landing lights on, taxi light already on. Everything looks good, and we still have plenty of fuel so that they can get this plane to LA this evening. I don't know why that's happening like that. Well, that's new. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I think I've heard people talk about it. The lit up exhaust. I don't like that. Alright. Yeah, so we've got about 3 more miles to this, and then we were going to drop down to 240. So we're just going to keep watching the speed as we descend down to 3,600 feet. They still have not given us any airport knowledge here. So let's start getting ready to drop down to 3,600 with vertical speed of, let's start with 2,000. Let's go down to 240. Let's see where 2,000 will bring us. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit of speed brake just to drag off some speed here. But that's going to put us actually rather nicely. Said 3,600. Let's back that up a little bit. Let's open that. Let me look here. It's Degny, right? You want us at 3,600 at Degny. I'm lowering it so it gets a little bit closer. Heyo, they want us at 240, which we were going to be hitting anyway. So nope, yeah, actually no, I'm happy with that descent. That's good. Yes, I know we're not going to be at 6,000 here, and I know it's an A. Sometimes the FMC, I haven't flown this since the update, would not give you enough room to be able to make that dip from 6,000 to 3,600 in enough time. So I just want to make sure that we do have enough time. That's all. Still love this aircraft. A lot of fun to fly. It's a lot of people's favorite. What's out here? It's very bright. I still would probably put mine with the MD-11. Not necessarily the Sky Simulations one, but one of that sorts. Use there. Let's get down to 220. They still haven't given us landing instructions, so on that. Once we actually get to Arco. Arco and Kembo are exactly the same. They're literally less than a mile apart. Interesting. But that's looking good. That's dropping. And again, it's that down to 138, so I'm really worried about that drop. That's all. That's a lot of speed to try to scrub off here. But now that I think about it, we should be able to, as I say, we can pop in the first flap. Not second, though. Oh, we actually... Oh, not 5. There we go. 5's good. Make the engines think about it. Still looking good, and what we can actually do as we get up here is we'll be able to flip on the localizer and actually start getting ourselves set up. So as soon as we get up here, I'm dropping it down to 138. We're so close anyway, so let's actually start it now. It's gonna make me feel better. Thank you. Within 1,000. Dropping gear as well. Going to be watching flaps here momentarily. Airfield is in sight. We are giving it a good turn. Flaps to 10. You're gonna creep too much, aren't you? No, okay, good. Gonna put on approach. Looking fine there. 138's our last, 3,600, looking good. That's there, great. Let's go here. I'll make sure, so our target's 133, so that's actually gonna be beautiful. Let's give it another set of flaps. Easier to keep that nose up. Throttle's good. Lights are set. Sticking at 36. Get back down there. Come on, get back down. Down. I know it's only 40 feet, but you need to get down. 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 Get down. Oh boy, poor Beast thinks I'm talking to him. Sorry, Beast. Not intentional, buddy. Alright. Go around data is already locked in as well. Well, at least the beginning of it. So now we wait. Alright, we got plenty of time before we're up there, but we are on the localizer, so we at least see the airport. We definitely dropped down quick. I didn't know how long it was really going to get us to drop because it was still finicky from time to time, but at least I know now that, you know, as long as we've got about 10 miles or so, it's plenty for me to be able to get us down and out at the same time. So that's great. I'm going to turn off the speed brake now. Come on. Armed. Yes. There you go. Like, why am I having such problems with you? Being a brat. Alright. So, we got less than 10 miles to the airport. A beautiful night for a flight, a beautiful night for landing after at least 5 hours in the air. Again, I think we were about a half hour short, so I think we had a good tailwind. I think we're going to be there a little early, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I'm really happy with that. Now we just got to land this thing. Coming up here, should be capturing the glide slope momentarily, more or less. And we do have a pretty good kick in the butt here. So I'm going to let, as you can see, this is what I'm talking about. So we're at an angle, not as nearly as bad as normal, so we got a little bit of wind on our side. I am going to let the autopilot bring us pretty darn close, as long as it all captures and is all happy. I'm just going to keep looking at that. I am going to take over control of throttles as we get closer, but flaps will drop the rest of the way. Beautiful. Little windy, gonna take off auto throttle. Okay. I have the throttles, just gonna be keeping an eye on proper speed here as we come down beautifully on the glide slope. Looking good. I noticed it says GP here. There's a glide plane. Like, not as plane as in like a plane, but like as a term. Plane. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. That one's new to me. Coming in. Got some beautiful mountains in the background, but look at all those lights as they populate in. Never, ever, ever could I live in a city, my friend. Not for me. Not for me, not for me, not for me. Alright, let's get this thing on the ground. Let's do it better than the MD-11 landing. Let's also do better than the Cessna landing. Want something much bigger. A little bit more throttle, please. Just enough, because we're dipping. We're at our reference speed, but I didn't want to be that low yet. 1,000 feet to go. Looking clear, looking good. We actually never got the okay to land. Oh, we did. Did it just not talk to us? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I got none of this. So there's that. We are a little high, and I'm assuming because the pressure is probably a little bit different. Always got to get that one last load in before you actually land. Gotta love it. Good. Back up my view just a smidge. I have control.
100.
A little bit
50,
quick.
30. 20.
Beautiful. Not on the center line, but it's actually probably one of the best landings I've ever actually had. Definitely got knocked at the last moment, so I'm thinking I'm going to put that one up to pilot error. And here we go. And we are down. We can get the flaps up. Uh-oh. I was going to say, don't do this to me. I worked very hard for this. Don't do this to me. Don't crash now. Okay, those are set. Brakes are good. Alright, where's our next turn off? I actually can't even see it. I'm going to turn off this taxiway here. Yep. Beauty, 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 beauty. Right at 15. Let's get that APU going, please. We can get runway turnoffs off. And there we are. We can actually now switch this to steady. We are off the runway. Let's give a call out to announce clear of runway. That's weird. At some point, it must have lost our flight plan. Can I talk at all? Because I don't know this airport at all, and I was hoping it was gonna be like, oh yeah, just go here. Yep. Let's try this. Alright, that caution light's coming on because the APU is also on. Come on, you're the airport diagram. I need you. So we came in on... You're San Diego. What the hell? Airport diagram. Riv. Thank you. Jesus. Can I get the picture, please? Thank you. So we came in, and I'm assuming that we took D, which this tells me that's 30. Okay, 30's to the left, so I know where we are now. Go this way. It's over here. I keep on going. I'm actually going to turn back on. I'm having the hardest time seeing, that's why. I'm going to actually switch over to the APU for power. Flip that back over. I'm having the hardest time seeing, so that kind of sucks. So again, this, I don't know why it had us come here. This is like a regional kind of place. This is not a super known airport. So really, it's just find a taxi spot and call it good. Way too fast at the turn. That's my bad. And again, this exhaust thing's going to drive me nuts for a bit until they get that fixed. But hey, we're here at least, so that's a win. I'm looking. Passenger terminal, transit, cargo, trim pads here, radar. So it's a bunch of stuff up here, really. So now we'll travel for a bit. I don't see any other planes, and I don't see any defining park here moments. I'm going a little fast, but again, I'm a little confused. I don't know why we're here. I might jump seat somewhere to be able to get a better spot, but I wanted to do a flight here. There's a truck over there. Still, I talked about announce clear of runway. I've done that. Huh. How bizarre. So what happened was I actually can't fly to Los Angeles, and I couldn't fly to San Francisco. San Francisco is originally where I wanted to fly, but like it literally wouldn't let me. So there's that. All right, I do see a plane up ahead, so that gives me hope. All we gotta do is find a spot. That's all I want to do. I just want to find a spot and stop this thing so I can log my flight and claim this video for your enjoyment. Let's get up a little bit closer. We'll probably turn in. Yeah, I do see some ground crew over there. But again, there's a terminal building over here, so I'm going to give it a little bit more. So this looks like their blast fence area. I'm just looking at their actual airport diagram. And we got general aviation here. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to turn. Now, this building up here looks like some of the hangars and stuff like that. The passenger terminal is over here, but I don't think it's modeled. So what we're going to do is we are going to start to slow down. I'm actually going to park right in here. Again, I don't have a guide or anything like that, so I am going to pick a spot at my discretion and call it good. There's a little dude there, but for not to hit anybody. Oh, there. Oh. I'll take it. Okay. God, I don't even know how you want me in there. Okay, well, that was the fastest that I've ever done that in my life. E-brake is on. Engines are coming down. Engines are good. Bring those over to normal. Fantastic. All right. So the moment of truth, let's check it out. Oh, gotta wake up the keyboard. Of course we do, because it went to sleep. Problem with the wireless ones. All right. So we actually came in at a 74 FPM, feet per minute. The 737 has always been my best landing aircraft, so that's cool. I'm going to just log that flight plan. Very happy with that. And pop back into the sim. So that is going to do it for this one, everybody. Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it. Off, off, off. You can actually stay as steady. Anti-concussion can come off. Wings are good. Logo's on. Everything's on APU power and APU bleed. And we're beautiful and set here and ready to be unloaded for this to head off to LA. But that's going to do it for this one, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. I know that I did. I look forward to doing more flight sim with you guys, and hopefully a little bit shorter of flights so we can actually enjoy some time chit-chatting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your continued support. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.